Hey guys, so today's video is going to be another makeup collection type of video. Today we're going to do foundations, concealers, and powders. And I do have quite a bit of things actually. Yeah, let's just get started. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to do foundations first because we're going to do foundations, concealers, and then powders. So the first foundation I have is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in 010, which is light beige. I really like this foundation. They actually made new shades after I bought this, so I'm gonna go buy a different shade. And this is such an affordable foundation. It's like $10 and it's really nice. It comes with a glass bottle and it's a dropper thing. And it says it lasts up to 24 hours. It's mattifying and it has a second skin effect. As you can see, I'm wearing it today. The shade is kind of off. It's more off on camera than it is in person actually. But I'm gonna pick up a lighter shade for this. But I really do enjoy this foundation. Then I have the WetNWild Photo Focus Foundation in Nude Ivory. I really like this foundation. It's like $4 and yeah, I really like it. Then I have this is just like a sample thing that was in an Ipsy bag. It's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation and it says an invisible cover foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I do want to get the full-size version of this. I got the stick a long time ago, or as during the summer, and I did not like it at all because I really wanted a foundation stick, but I ended up not liking this in the stick. But I do like it in the liquid version, and this is an R230. So I'm thinking of buying that foundation in the full version because I actually really liked it. I just didn't like the stick, so I don't really know why, but it just didn't work for me. Then I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation in Ivory Nude, and I really like this foundation actually. I wish it stayed on a little longer for me. It just doesn't really stay on too long for me, and I don't know why, but I only use this on like very special occasions because it was very expensive and I can't afford this foundation like every few months. I do really like that foundation and I am glad that I got it. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I have this in 3 different shades actually. For some reason, I really like this because I have 4 different bottles of this. I have the shades 112, which is in Natural Ivory. I believe this one is my shade. And then one time they were out of 112, so I got 115, which is Ivory, and it still works. And then I have 125, which is in Nude Beige. This is for when I'm doing other people's makeup or when I need to mix in with a lighter foundation because this is not my shade at all. I do really love this foundation. It's a very affordable foundation. Yeah. I do wish it was a dropper or a pump or something because it just has this. I know you can buy pumps to like go on these, but I don't have them. But I do really like this foundation too. I haven't tried the like dewy version of it because my skin, gets oily with makeup on. More like, of course it's going to, but it's the like dewy foundations just don't look good on my skin. Although I do have drier skin for some reason, it just doesn't work out with my skin. Then I have this MAC Match Master foundation in 1.5. Not my shade at all, as you can see, and I've never actually used this before, but I got it from a friend, I think. I just have this on my desk and I sometimes do mix this in with a certain foundation when I need like it to be darker. But that's for that. And I figured maybe if I get a spray tan someday, maybe I could use this, but probably never. Then I have the L'Oreal Infallable Pro Glow Foundation. I have it in 202 and 205. 202 is my shade. 205 is not, as you can see, but I do have this when I'm doing other people's makeup or when I need to mix it in to something else. And I actually really like this foundation. I used it for the longest time until I got the Wet-n-Wild foundation and the Catrice one. But I still really like this. I do want to try the mattifying one because this one looks good on my skin. This is one of the only glow foundations that I can wear. But I did notice after a few hours this does turn gray on my skin, which I don't like, so that's kind of why I stopped using that, because I just couldn't get it to work like how I wanted it to, so I kind of just stopped using that. This is not a foundation, it's a BB cream, but I have the NYC Smooth Skin BB cream. This is the matte version in 01 Light. As you can see, I'm like the lightest shade and everything. But I really like this foundation, or BB cream. Foundation, BB cream, oh well. Yeah, you know. But I used this for such a long time until I started getting into like foundations actually. This is the first like foundation type of thing that I did purchase. Not the same one. This is a different one, of course. But I do like the BB cream. I didn't actually know I still had this. I probably need to throw this away. But you actually get a lot. You get 1.5 fluid ounce. So it does come along with a lot. And I did really like this for lighter days when I didn't want foundation. And then I have 3 more foundations that need to be thrown away. And I will after this video. I have this L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Foundation in... Actually, I don't know the shade of this. I don't think I've ever used this. I feel like probably my sister or mom gave this to me. But this is too dark for me and pretty old probably. Then I have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, which I actually did like this foundation. This is in Creamy Natural C3, which just is too dark for me, so I don't know why I have this still. But I did like this when I used it. I just need to pick up a lighter shade. And then I have the Revlon Photo Ready foundation in a shade, but I don't know the oh wait, it's in 003, which is Shell. I'm pretty sure they changed this foundation a while ago. This is an older, this isn't that old, but it's still good, but it's just an older foundation. But I did really like this. This was like the first foundation that I bought, so I did like this when I was using it. The last foundation that I have is this L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Foundation, which is in W3. Which this was a little too dark for me, but because it was a cushion, I could apply a little lighter, like, layer. Like, it was fine. I made it work. This is like the same thing, except it's in a cushion foundation. And I did like the cushion foundation, but I got this when this was, like, really big, when all the cushion foundations were really, like, popular. It looks like this. It just didn't last very long at all. I only got a few uses out of this. Do they still make this? I really don't know. But I would not repurchase that. Okay, the next foundation that I have is this Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse in Nude Light. I don't use this. This is probably very old. I really need to clean out my makeup, but I don't really use this. I've never used this actually. I tried to use it once, but I didn't like how it was like a mousse. I just like liquid foundations better. Then I have the Ulta Double Duty Wet and Dry Pressed Powder Foundation in Light. I used this a few times, but nothing too much. And then I tried to use it wet and it did whatever on that. But I really don't use pressed foundations. I don't see a point in them because it's just like a powder. So I just use powder. I really don't see a point in pressed foundations. And that is all the foundations I have. And now we're going to move on to concealers. Okay, so the first concealer I have is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And this is in Light. There is a little bit left of this. There's like this much, but the applicator can't like reach it all. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this because I really love this concealer. It's basically all out. But I keep it to remind myself to buy another one, so that's why I still have it. Then I have the Colourpop Nofilter Concealer. This is in Light Neutral. I do like this. It does oxidize a little bit on me. But they created new shades a while ago. I just need to buy some lighter version of it because this was a little dark for my liking. But I did really love the formula of this and it was a really good concealer. So I definitely recommend this one because it's like $6. Very affordable. I then have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in 15, which is Fair. And I love this concealer. I used to use this all the time. I really don't use it too much just because I reach for other concealers more often now. But I do really love this concealer and I need to use it more often. Then I have the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. And this is in the shade Porcelain. This is not porcelain. This is so dark. This does not... I brought this online. So this is way too dark for me to even use, so I don't use it, but I keep it just in case I do another person's makeup, or I can use this as foundation. I did like the concealer, I just don't know why it says porcelain and it's like orange. So I don't understand why that's like that. But I do want to buy another one and go into the store and actually buy it in store so I can see the shade, because that one's just way too dark for me. Then I have the NYX HD concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I really like this concealer. I haven't used this in a while just because I don't love it enough to like use it all the time, but I like it enough to keep it, if that makes sense. Then I have the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade, I don't know what shade this is. Oh yeah, I do. It is in Light Natural, and I like this concealer. It is a little dark when I put it on, but once it blends out, you don't notice. I do really like this. I just don't use it. I just got it a few months ago, so I haven't really been able to use it too much, but I do like this concealer. Then I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1, and I use this every single day. I'm actually almost out because it doesn't come with that much, but I really love this concealer. It's like $7, I think, so it's a very affordable concealer. A lot of people say the Tarte Shape Tape in this is like a dupe. I really don't see it, but I can kind of see why people would say that, but for me, it's really not. But I really like both of these concealers. Okay, so I have two concealers that I have actually never used. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. I don't know why I don't use this, but I used this once, like another, not this one, but another one of them, and I actually really liked it, but it's just in a box, in this box still, so I don't know why I don't use that. But that is all my concealers. And now I'm gonna talk about the powders that I have. I don't have too many powders just because I like one and I stick to that one. I do want to mention that I had this NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder, and this was in the translucent one. They don't make this anymore, and I'm really sad because I just finished this a few weeks ago, but I really love this powder. It was my favorite translucent powder, but they don't make it anymore. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 10, which is Fair Light, and this is a powder that I use every day. I really like this powder. It's like, I think this is like $7 too, but I really like this powder. I use it every day. Then I have the Lauder London Ready Set Go True Translucent Powder, because after I ran out of the NYC one, I bought this one to see if I liked it, but I really don't like this one. I don't know what about it I don't like. I just really don't care for this one, but I still keep it just when I need a translucent powder. I then have the Ciate translucent powder in this little thing. It came in an Ipsy bag, and I actually never used this before, but I keep it still because I'm going to use it. I think that's all the powders I have, actually. Okay guys, so that's all the foundations, concealers, and powders that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!